Hi, it's Nørgaard. So I'm already back with a new tutorial, and today I'm using the e.l.f. Butter Pecan eyeshadow duo, and that's what I use to do this kind of simple goldy eye look. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you like the look, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and watch in high definition. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. So today I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and this is what we are going to start this look out with. This face primer has such a great scent. It's kind of like fresh and I think eucalyptus. I love the scent of this. It smells so good. I'm using Spackle Undereye Primer by Nørgaard. Just popping this on the under eye. So for foundation today, I'm going to use L'Oreal True Match in the color number N2. It's called Vanilla. So I hope this foundation isn't too dark. Yesterday, when I did my Urban Decay Naked Smoky Palette tutorial, my face was looking a bit light for my body. So I'm trying to get a better shade match today, but I'm hoping I'm not going to go too dark. But I have some lighter powders, so if it is too dark, I'm just going to use the lighter powders. Do you guys like my outfit? I was inspired by Kabuki. She started the whole trend with the cutout hoodies and sweatshirts. So I think this is a little bit too dark, a little bit too yellow for me. So I'm going to use some lighter powder. But other than that, this foundation is great. I really like it. I feel like it's not that popular anymore. I feel like at one time on YouTube, everyone was using this. But I don't see that many people use it nowadays. But it's still a great foundation regardless. I'm going to conceal and highlight with my Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer. So it's this one over here. It's in the color Porcelain, so it's a nice light color. So I'm using a concealer brush to get this product where I want it. And as you can see, it's not a lot lighter than my skin, but that's because I'm so pale. Then I go ahead and stipple it out with my sponge. I just have to get used to blending this out because it's so thick and kind of sticky. I'm used to like my concealer just blending like whoosh. This I have to blend a little bit more because it is a cream concealer. So just like I did yesterday, I'm going to take my e.l.f. high definition under eye setting powder and just set underneath my eyes to prevent my concealer from creasing. Some people also like to set like the smile lines or any forehead little lines, but I don't have a problem with that creasing, so I only target my under eyes. So now I'm using my Fit Me powder in 115 Ivory to set the rest of my concealer. So I set the chin and above my lips and right in the center of my forehead, right down the center of my nose, and then a little bit underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to mix my Ivory powder with my Nude Beige powder, and then I just go ahead and set that whole thing. Set this mug. So I'm going to bronze up my face with the e.l.f. Pressed Minimal Bronzer. This one is in the color Caramel Cabana. It's a nice little bit shimmery, kind of neutral, slightly warm bronzer. So I'm using the shade end of my Kat Von D brush and I'm bronzing up my forehead. And this is a very pigmented bronzer, so if you're fair like I am, you have to be at least a little bit careful. But the good thing about this bronzer is that it blends really well. So even if you go a little bit too over the top, you can blend it out easily. And I used like a feather light hand when I do the jawline. And now to contour, I'm going to use Honolulu Bronzer by W7. So I run this bronzer down the sides of my nose using my e.l.f. fan brush. And then I finish off by defining the tip. And then I go ahead and define the cheekbones with my Milani brush, just like I did in yesterday's tutorial. And when I contour my cheekbones, I always go at like the lowest part of my bronzer, so that gets the darkest and it kind of fades upwards. Okay, so now we blend. Blend, blend, blend. So for blush, I'm going to mix these two by Wet n Wild. These are the Color Icon blushes. So this lighter one is called Apri-cot in the middle, and the darker one is Mellow Wine. And I do big circular motions on my cheek to apply my blush. And then don't forget, blend, 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 blend. And to highlight today, I'm going to use this MAC what's it called, Mineralize Skinfinish. And I hate the goddamn packaging because I have such a hard time opening it. But anyways, the highlighter is beautiful. This is Lightscapade. So I apply some of that on the tops of my cheekbones and on the usual places like above the brow and above the lips and down the nose. And once more, just blend that in. All my makeup looks are about blending. I love to blend. To set my face, I'm trying out a new setting spray. This is the Essence Instant Matte Makeup Setting Spray. So it's my first time trying it, so let's see. Oh. So let's get some brow action going. You guys know I have been liking a dark, intense brow lately, and that's also what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use my Essence Eyebrow Gel in brown. It looks like so. And I start filling in my brows with this. And just like always, I leave the innermost part of my brows alone. If you guys have been looking for a good dupe or a kind of substitute for the Anastasia Dip Brow, I do totally recommend this. It's really good. So I'm going to use my Jord Brow Bar to go in Blonde to Brunette. And I'm going to use this light color to fill in the front of my eyebrows. So I just use the same brush. And I just apply a little bit of this brow powder. And now I'm going to clean up my brows. I've really been into the whole sharp brow look lately. Blend it down towards the eyelid. So I'm going to use an eyeshadow base, but first I'm going to lay down a primer. So a base more so helps with the intensity of the eyeshadows, and a primer more so helps with not creasing. My primer is Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I just apply a little bit of that right on the eyelid. And as always, I blend it out with my finger. So now we're getting into what the look is all about, and that is the e.l.f. Butter Pecan eyeshadow duo. So first I'm going to lay down the duo eyeshadow cream. So I'm using the light color on the inner half of my lid and then the dark color on the outer half. And again, I'm just using my finger, and you don't need a lot of this at all. And then the darker color in the outer corner. So now I take the matching eyeshadow powder duo, and I'm going to start out with the lighter color. And I'm going to pat this down on top of the base on the inner half. And then I apply the darker color on the outer half. And I start kind of overlapping the two colors where they meet to kind of help it blend. So with a clean blending brush, I am going to blend the colors upwards. And now underneath my brow bone, underneath my brow, I'm going to use my face highlighter, and I'm also going to use this in the inner corner. So now around the tear duct. So now I'm just going to repeat the same steps on this eye. So I start out with a little bit of the two bases. Then I go ahead and apply the lightest eyeshadow on the inner half of my eyelid. And then I apply the darker color on the outer half. And I just kind of overlap the colors to blend them. Then I go ahead and blend out the colors a little bit. And then I go ahead and apply my bronzer into my crease. Then I go ahead and highlight my brow bone. And I also highlight my inner corner, and I bring it kind of upwards in here. And that is basically it for the upper eyeshadows. Then I take my Essence Kajal pencil in the color Teddy. It's a nice bronzy brown color. And I apply this to my upper waterlines. And I also apply it to my lower waterline. And I apply a little bit extra out here in the outer corners. Then I take the light color from my e.l.f. Butter Pecan Duo and I just apply it right here in the center. And I apply the darker color in the outer corner. Bring it in towards the middle. And I actually just remembered that I forgot to set my eyebrows, so let's do that real quick. I'm going to use the Natural Collection Lightscapade mascara, which is just a clear mascara. So I'm just going to run this through my brow hairs. I noticed they were looking a little bit out of place and I thought, why was that? And it's because I forgot my brow gel. To line my eyes, I'm going to use the e.l.f. liquid liner in coffee. It's just a dark brown. And I'm just lining my lash line. I'm not going to wing it out today. So I just, follow my natural lash line. And I'm just applying this basically because I'm going to wear falsies. So now I'm quickly curling my lashes. I'm using Beige Cosmetics Lash Curler. And for mascara, I'm going to use Hard Candy Ginormous Lash Mascara in the color Mudslide. It's a dark brown. And this goes on top and bottom lashes. I'm just applying a single coat. This is not my favorite mascara by any means, but it's the only brown mascara that I own. So it will have to do. So I'm trying out something new today to make my mascara waterproof. I'm using the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer. This can be used as a primer and as a tint to your lashes and also as a waterproof top coat. So I'm going to try that. But of course it has to be really good for it to top my e.l.f. Mascara top coat. But anyways, I'm going to try it. So of course I don't know yet how well this works, but I wanted to try it out, so I shall continue to try it and we shall see. So moving on to false lashes, I'm going to use one of my favorite pairs, which is Adele Wispies, and of course they're in the color brown, since I'm wearing brown mascara and brown eyeliner and all that. So yeah, I'm just placing this down. And this is a more natural lash, especially since it's brown. But I'm also going for a slightly more natural but still glamorous look. As always, go back over the lash band. And actually while I'm at it, I'm going to add a little beauty mark. Now for lips, I'm going to use Jordana Easy Liner in Tawny. I'm going to outline the lips and shade in the corners. So now I'm going to add this Essence liquid lipstick in the color Almost Real. So this is called a liquid lipstick, but it's more like a pigmented gloss. And I'm going to apply that all over my lips. I need a gloss today because my lips are quite dry. And this is a very nice peachy nude color. As always, remove the excess so it doesn't end up on your front teeth. Okay, so here we have the finished look. I love this little duo, it's so pretty. I would totally recommend it. I don't think the cream eyeshadow duo is a must-have, but the powder eyeshadow duo is so great. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video, so take care and bye bye!